Welcome. How is everyone?
Om Shanti
Om,
or Saurabhai.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Saurabhai. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Om Shanti, good morning.
Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone.
Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone.
Om Shanti. Good morning, Saurabhai.
Good morning.
Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone.
Saurabhai.
Shanti. Good morning. So today we thought to take up this topic of good wishes. See the power of good wishes. Really think what is a good wish? It's like there are two words. One is good, the other is wish. And then both the words are very powerful. You say good. We just said good morning. Many times we use this word good. But this good, the word good, is very good. Because it kind of captures the essence of all the values and virtues of the soul. So we say goodness. And so we sometimes say, oh, this person is very good. He's a good person. Which means a very genuine, very loving, kind, compassionate, living a very value-based life, a good person. And so a good wish, a wish is, it's like a vibration, a wish. But that vibration is not filled with anything that is for the self. That wish is a vibration that is a natural expression of a content heart. Generally, we look for, the word wish, that I wish to see this, I wish to buy this, or I wish to have this. And so generally wish is related to an aspect where the soul feels empty inside, and through that wish we want to feel full. But good wish is a wish which is a vibration that comes from a very full and content heart. And because it is coming from a very pure, full, content heart, so that wish carries a lot of power. That wish can really create an atmosphere of love. It can create an atmosphere of comfort. It can create an atmosphere where any kind of worry or fear or anxiety does not have a place. It cannot exist. And so especially in these times, to enable the mind to be filled with goodness, to be completely full, so that vibration that is emanated from that mind is a good wish. And that can easily and naturally touch the minds of every soul. Those who are in connection with us, but even those far off. Because good wishes travel very, very fast. So this whole aspect of selflessness. So this generally a wish could be for the self, but good wish is completely pure, sacred. This doesn't carry even a slight vibration of the self. It is filled with selflessness. And it's very interesting. The word good has 2 zeros. two O's. And if we remove one, it becomes, what does it become?
God.
God.
Yeah, very nice. And so God has good wishes. Because God is always full, always content. And so God's mind is filled with good wishes for each and every one. So a good wish is not just a good wish for a limited, from a limited perspective, but it is more from the perspective of the soul. So one is to wish well, and this is to wish well for the soul, for the soul. And it is filled with feelings of acceptance for the soul. And so good wish completely fills the mind with inner happiness, because that is the vibration that the mind is entertaining of good wish. So the thought was, we'll try and go deeper into this subject this morning. Are the slides visible?
Yes, Saurabh. Thank you.
Yes, Saurabh, thank you.
Seeing the power of good wishes. It's like a heart that is full, and then it radiates that inner light. And that light is the light of good wishes. We generally say good wishes and pure feelings. They are together. It's a good wish and pure feeling. Like this morning, we were studying this whole aspect of how to experience a content heart, a satisfied heart. It's like when the soul feels that I have attained everything with my relationship with the divine. And then there is all the needs of the soul, of the mind are met with that connection and that relationship. Then the heart is content. And so one is operating from the head and the other is operating from the heart. So good wish is not a head space. It has to do with the heart space. So I'm not consciously trying to create a thought, but it's like it comes from a feeling of fullness. So the heart is content and it radiates this vibration in a very natural way. Natural. It's a nice quote from the Dalai Lama. It says, the roots of all goodness lie in the soil of appreciation for goodness. The roots of all goodness lie in the soil of appreciation for goodness. To appreciate the goodness. So the more the soil is fertile, that the root will become strong. And then the tree will also become very, very strong. So we just need to prepare the soil of appreciation for goodness. Appreciation. When we appreciate each and everything, That is the groundwork needed to then sow the seed of good wishes, and then it creates a beautiful tree. And to also appreciate the soul as well. It's like to appreciate even my inner self. There's this appreciation for the soul, or self-love. Self-love. An appreciation for every person, every moment, every gift that the life has given us, God has given us. It's like I think the last time we were discussing about gratitude. So when there is appreciation of how much we are blessed with, then there is a feeling of gratefulness towards life. And that gratefulness creates, it comes from a feeling of fullness, and also creates the feeling of fullness. And appreciation is an act that doesn't need a lot of effort. I just appreciate, I just value, I just cherish. And we are blessed with just seeing so many things and expressions of goodness around us. To just pause and just reflect, and just to give goodness a moment, a chance to come and completely saturate my mind. Even just appreciating. Sometimes I was just thinking, just looking at a bird and just appreciating the beauty and like early in the morning when birds create this beautiful sound, and just to appreciate and thank the birds. It's so beautiful. It just creates such a beautiful feeling that birds are all around, and how much we can learn from birds, just that to experience a mind that is constantly flying. To appreciate the sacrifice that has been made by so many souls in our life to make us who we are, to appreciate. And then the mind experience constant happiness. So appreciation, goodness, happiness. And in happiness, there is more appreciation, goodness. Good wishes enable a natural experience of the true self, because goodness is the DNA of the soul. So just like DNA of the body is DNA of the soul, this is what the soul is made up of. It's not made up of anything which is not good. And every soul has this natural nature of goodness. And so the more I operate from that space of appreciation of goodness, it's like goodness is the natural nature. So I'm able to experience my true self. I'm able to be who I am. And this is the most beautiful experience. It's just to be who I am. Just to be who I am. Just to be myself. And that's the journey of meditation. It's all about is just to be who I am. Just to be myself. It's like this act of goodness. We say act of goodness, act of kindness. An act of goodness towards the self is just to be myself. And in that, I'm giving value, I'm giving respect, I'm giving time to myself. And when I am myself, then I automatically then experience the fullness of life. So then there's no effort needed. It's a natural experience. A natural experience. Because that's my natural nature. Goodness. And the more I feel myself, the more I'll be able to see others as themselves, as who they are. And then that creates this beautiful flow of the energy of goodness. And you say, where do good wishes emerge from? Emerge from pure thoughts. Pure thoughts. So when I am myself, that is like purity, pure thoughts. Thoughts that are filled with the feeling of who I really am are pure thoughts. Because there is no impurity. Purity is like something that is like water, is completely transparent. We say it is pure, clean. And so just thoughts that are completely filled with the eternal expression of the self, the soul, is a pure thought. So there is no dirt of external influences that contaminate it. And so this experience of pure thoughts naturally then allow us to have good wishes. It's like good wishes emerge, means naturally. Then it's just like a transmitter. A transmitter transmits the waves, the vibrations. So the mind, which has pure thoughts, automatically transmits good wishes. And that's what the world needs right now. All the souls. Is this power of good wishes to then get transmitted, reach every corner of the world. And because these good wishes are then these vibrations that carry pure thoughts, then those good wishes, when they touch the other soul, they also emerge the purity in them. And that's how then, this service, we call it service through the mind, that takes place. So good wishes are in a way carriers of these pure thoughts. And so they carry and then they deliver. Just like vaccines are getting created, but then they are also getting distributed so that they can reach every person in every corner of the world. So these pure thoughts, the vaccines of pure thoughts, will reach by distributing through the good wishes, and they will reach each and every soul, so that the mind is no longer able to entertain any negativity or waste. Just pure thoughts for the self, pure thoughts for the world, pure thoughts for everyone. Constant good wishes create a worry-free mind. Constant good wishes create a worry-free mind. Because the mind cannot entertain any impurity, and so there is no worry. Any worry stems in impurity. You can call it a waste thought or a negative thought, but it stems in impurity. And so constant good wishes. So when the good wishes emerge naturally, so anything that is natural can easily be constant. Anything which is artificial, superficial, it's not that easy for it to be constant. So natural good wishes are constant and they create a worry-free mind. So the mind cannot entertain any thought of worry. And that vibration then is able to be felt. And because this creates a vibration, then wherever we go, it's like walking, moving around, or talking, but that vibration can be felt by others. And so anyone coming in that vibration will also forget their worries. And that's why this service can happen at every moment, every second. Because the world needs these vibrations of a worry-free mind. Worry-free. It's like the sun rises and all the clouds will disappear. Constant good wishes. So the mind feels like the sun, constantly giving. Because the experience is of this natural purity in thoughts, it then easily can be felt in the light. Good wishes easily create an atmosphere of love, cooperation, and unity. Because, again, this love, cooperation, unity is a natural expression of the soul. But when these good wishes are able to reach and create pure thoughts in everyone, and so there is a feeling of oneness, of love, cooperation, and unity. So we feel we are all in the same team. the entire humanity is in one team. And we're all together on this road to experiencing a happy and peaceful life. So there is no difference then. It's like a very unified and strong bond gets created. And then the drama of life also starts to cooperate. It's like cooperate. Working together. And so good wishes are so important, just to have this realization, especially working in teams, to have good wishes for each and every soul, irrespective of whatever could be the situation, but to have this constant good wishes for each and every soul. That is what holds, it binds the family together. And because we are all connected, we're all souls, children of the divine, then we can easily feel that love of the family, cooperation and unity. And just coming into an atmosphere of these three qualities, just where we feel loved, we feel we are one, unity, and there is cooperation. And there's no conflict, no conflict. Waste thoughts, which means of others. Waste thoughts of others make the soul empty and weak. The mind then feels difficult to generate good wishes. So on the other side, it's like if I am engaged too much in thinking about others. Others means anything that is not mine. I, this spiritual being, the soul, and this relationship with the divine, anything else, it's something else, different, other. So I think too much about it, then as if I'm wasting. And then the soul becomes empty, empty of its fullness. So fullness comes by getting the energy inwards, and then waste is then releasing that energy with too much thinking. It could be overthinking or excessive analyzing something. It then creates emptiness and then weakens the soul. And because the mind is empty, not full, then it is difficult to generate good wishes. And so very easy method is then again to just think about the self. Think about my eternal nature, my true nature, and the divine, and my relationship with the divine, and to stay immersed in that. And then automatically it creates that vibration of good wishes. And so whenever there is an effort or labor to think good, it means somewhere I may have entertained a waste thought. And so just easily I let it go. It's so fine. I let go of the waste thought. And then the soul feels powerful, and then mind generates good wishes. Good wishes are my connection with the drama of life. So I, the soul, my relationship with the divine, everything else is drama, which defines every scene of life. So this energy of expression of the purity in the soul, the good wish, energy of fullness, gratefulness, that interacts with the drama of life. And so the vibration that I'm sending is of this good wish. I then naturally receive that in return also. So I feel a constant connection with the goodness of life. And then I feel there's a feeling of being blessed, as if I have everything. And so any thought which could be rooted in emptiness, if I share that with the drama, then I am attracting emptiness or weakness in return. And then life becomes like a constant struggle. And I naturally just share good wishes without even consciously thinking, but just naturally. And then I feel a friendship with the life. And then every scene, every situation, everything, I'm able to just enjoy. And so it's so simple. It's very simple. Probably the simplest thing is to just be myself. Pure thoughts leading to good wishes, rooted in goodness, and just constant sharing, which is automatic, natural, constant. And that shifts the flow of energy. Everything in life feels like a blessing. And so one is good acts, which is also very important. So good acts are a natural expression of good wishes in actions. And good wishes are like constant giving, just like a sun, constant. And so wish is also like an act, so constant. It's like trees, now. Trees, they constantly emit oxygen. And because of trees, we are alive. And so then the mind becomes like that, like a constant, in tune, in sync with life. And then every soul feels like a gift from the divine. Every scene feels like a gift from the divine. And so good wishes create a flow of fullness, abundance, generosity. Fullness, abundance, generosity. Because there is fullness, there is abundance, and when there is abundant, there is always generosity. Because the treasures are overflowing. Because the treasures of the soul are unlimited, eternal. So they're overflowing. So flow, when does flow happen? This flow happens like, we've learned in physics, like from a high potential to lower potential, automatically flow happens. And so when the heart is full, content, then good wishes automatically flow. And there is that expression flow of that fullness that allows the mind to experience abundance. And then generosity, which means like a constant feeling that I have more than what I need. And then from that space, giving becomes a very beautiful experience, constant. Then the mind, it feels difficult to then create thoughts of taking, but giving feels a natural mode of operating. There is a nice video, a clip about generosity and how good wishes then create abundance and generosity, and how it is an expression or feeling of the fullness of life, and how it can be experienced at every moment in our life. So we'll just play. It's a little video clip. Thank you.
Sometimes I think generosity makes you feel a little bit more powerful sometimes because you're giving, whether it's something like toys or food or something to someone.
To me, generosity is being selfless, to care for others.
Sacrificing something to give to somebody.
Sharing with others, being kind, giving someone a hug is generous. Having the courage to be able to put others before yourself.
I think it feels better to do a generous act than to receive a generous act. It means a lot to me when I see someone smile or say thank you, because you know that you accomplished something good, and there is such thing as karma, and karma comes back to you.
Generosity and gratitude are linked. It's part of what I call the well of being that's infinite. And when we're in touch with that, we're naturally generous. And when we're naturally generous, we're naturally grateful, because gratefulness is the experience of the great fullness of our lives, the great fullness of the gifts and talents we have, the great fullness of the blessing that it is to be alive, the great fullness that it is to just to be able to see, to be able to speak, to be able to breathe. When true generosity is being expressed, it comes from great fullness. It comes from enoughness. It comes from what I call sufficiency. Not only does it nourish other people, it nourishes you to be generous. I've learned so much about generosity from people in villages. And it's when they're not connected with the modern world that you see this beautiful tribal ceremonies that are all about the interconnected nature of life. The mindset of scarcity is a fallacy, is an illusion, is a mythology, is a trap, and it's toxic. That if you clear that away, you find the absolute exquisite experience of enough. And enough is precise, being met by the universe precisely. But it's not an amount of anything. It's a state of being, it's a way of being. And when you're in touch with enough, it overflows into natural abundance, not excess, not waste, but natural abundance, out of which generosity is a normal flowing way of being because you feel totally interconnected to everyone else. When you are appreciating another human being, what you're appreciating appreciates in their sense of self. And that's an act of generosity. I think it's the source of longevity. I think it's the source of well-being, the source of health. Because when you're in touch with generosity, you're in the eternal. Every time we tap into the eternal, to the sacred, it's timeless. Time actually stops. Don't insult creation with your human arrogance. Be grateful for the miracle that is your life. That's the source of generosity, of prosperity, of gratefulness, of gratitude, and of fulfillment. It's one of those places where we express love. And there's nothing quite like love, because that's what it's all about.
So I really like this. They were sharing that how, and we are living a simple life and close to nature, is this flow that happens in a very natural way. And we may not need to have a lot materially, but just simple, this appreciation of the value of just being alive. Simple things in life are so much meaningful, purposeful. And that's what creates this feeling of, I have enough. I have more than enough because I am full. That is my true nature as a spiritual being through a human experience. It's a beautiful quote by someone. It says, a grateful heart is like a sponge that soaks up God's goodness. So I'm operating in that mode of goodness, gratefulness, fullness, abundance, generosity, purity. And then the more I operate with that energy in my mind, then it's like a sponge. It soaks up God's goodness. It soaks up God's goodness. And then when the mind soaks God's goodness, then it becomes absorbed. And this morning we were studying about just this whole experience of getting absorbed. And when the mind is absorbed in the presence, the vibration, the love, the care of the divine, then a mind that is absorbed can easily be a detached observer of life. So you can observe from a distance. So there is a gap. So I don't cross the line of going from pure thoughts to then into the waste thoughts. So naturally then the soul can observe the game of life as a detached observer. So a sponge that soaks up God's goodness. And then a sponge that is soaked in water, it's so full. And so that's the experience then. The soul, the heart is full, heartful. And so then in meditation, the soul feels that the heart is full, doesn't need anything. So all we need to do is to just soak in, is to just be like a sponge that soaks in, soaks in, soaks in. So in meditation, there's not much effort needed, but to just operate from that space of fullness and just soak in God's love and God's goodness. And after being absorbed in that divine love, then it's just the feeling is of a vibration being saturated in the love of God, completely diving deep into that. And so we're studying this absorption and then merging. And so merging means then the soul feels that it's completely merged. It's like all around, there is nothing else, but then this vibration of this presence of a very sacred, pure, loving being called the Divine God. And in that experience of merging and saturation, it's then these beautiful self and good wishes emerge. And when the mind is completely absorbed, merged, then there are no desires. Zero desires equals to good wishes. Zero desires equals to good wishes. Because then the heart is full. It's like all the relationships that the soul has are with the divine. So there is nothing else that the soul feels that I'm dependent on anything externally. So zero desires from the external world. Desires could be like recognition. Desires could be to be acknowledged or appreciated. Desires could be to, any desire, physical or emotional desire, any desire. It's like there won't be any desire. Today we heard this phrase, hunger of the mind. So there is hunger of the body and hunger of the mind. So then there is no hunger of the mind because the mind is satisfied, filled, content. And it's a sign of a loving relationship between the soul and the divine. And then the heart is completely full, and the experience of that sweetness of relationships with the divine, and then naturally the soul experiences God's mind, which is eternal good wishes. Eternal good wishes. Let us just take a few moments and just experience that I, the spiritual being, I'm going inside into the depths of the ocean of divine love. And that love is a feeling of belonging in a very natural way to the divine. I appreciate every moment of this life. I appreciate every person in this life, every scene of this life. I appreciate being alive. I appreciate this moment that life has gifted us with, of being together and growing spiritually. And we just have feelings of gratitude towards the One, the Divine, whose presence and energy makes this happen. And we all feel that loving care, support, sustenance, nourishment, strength. In the divine. And that opens up my heart to allow the flow of unconditional love and acceptance from the divine into my heart, into my being. I feel like a sponge absorbing these vibrations. In the experience of diving deep into the ocean of love in silence, experiencing this attainment and contentment. And a natural expression of this content heart is this vibration of good wishes towards every soul, every creature, every animal, every plant, every cell, every atom of this universe. And this purity of the divine, love of the divine, reaches out through these good wishes to every soul and heals their minds, makes them whole again. These good wishes, God's wishes, have the power to transform the world. Starting with the self. Om Shanti. Thank you. Thank you, all the angels, for your time and your presence. Please feel free to share any thoughts, expressions. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Saurabh bhai. Thank you for another beautiful session. I was just thinking how beautifully you explained the process of when we are connected to the divine and we are able to soak in that remembrance. We feel full and very grateful for what we have, and then the good wishes and pure thoughts becomes a natural expression from us to the drama of life. And so if I'm not able to think a pure thought for someone because of a heavier karmic exchange, we need to go back to that process and reconnect with the divine. So that becomes more natural. And I was also thinking how you mentioned about the kind acts and the good acts. Whenever we've done anything for someone selflessly, how it brings so much happiness. It's the instant reward of the karma that we get at that very moment. And this is at a more subtle level where we can continuously be giving those good wishes. It doesn't have to be something physical, but at a more subtle level. So thank you. Very beautiful class.
Very nice. You beautifully explained the essence. Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Saurabh, thank you. I wanted to take a moment also. I think one of my friends from, we had studied engineering together. Puneet bhai. So this is like more than 20 years back, and
Wow.
I think you met Vishal bhai and Nitin bhai. So Puneet bhai, we were all in the same batch, and just wanted to welcome Puneet bhai as well. And if he's there, he can just say hello.
Hello, Puneet bhai.
I'm there, very much there. Hi. It was very nice. How you connected the dots. So we all know this. These things we know, but it's very nice to say somebody put perspective and connect the dots, and then things flow naturally from there. So that's what I really liked about the talk. Yeah, and I think it's a lot of deep thinking which goes into connecting the dots. It looks very intuitive and very simple when you connect it like that, but in a chaotic world like today, when we are struggling to make sense of things, these things don't come naturally. So thank you again for making it so easily relatable and understandable. I'd like to obviously connect more on this as we go along.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Puneet, and lovely to have you. We welcome you to the family. Yeah, thank you.
And Puneet bhai, we've been having some very good discussions, Vishal bhai and Nitin bhai, on Saturdays, and it's wonderful actually. Very good exchange of energy, and in fact, we've been doing it almost like 2 hours on Saturdays. It extends out, and it's so wonderful to get everybody's perspectives, how it relates to the professional environment, and how we can integrate with spirituality. So we are very fortunate to have Saurabh bhai here, and
I'm fortunate to have all of you, and
thank you, Saurabh bhai.
To have the presence of divine guiding us.
Thank you. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Thank you. Welcome, Puneet bhai. Yeah. Puneet, there's a Hindi word that means pure, right? Is that right? Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ah, it's very nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Vaiji. Thank you so much. I would like to, I think we have two more souls here, Don and Heather. And I believe you met them at my house. So I just request you join this program. Don, are you there? Hello, Don?
Yeah. Yeah, we do see Don.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe he's there. Maybe he
Very
doesn't
nice.
have the microphone
Yeah,
on there.
no
That's
problem.
why he's not able to join.
No problem.
But if he wants to, yeah, feel free and just share your experience and just say hello to. You can do anything. Thank you.
Warm welcome to Don and thank you, Bindu. Yeah.
Om Shanti Saurabh Bhai ji.
Om Shanti, Praveen Ben.
Namaskar ji, Om Shanti.
Namaskar, Om Shanti.
Can I say a few words?
Ji, please, boliye. Thank you.
So today also I partially listened to your discourse. It's so humbling. You use so many nice words and how you connect with the words. So especially the cosmic abundance. What was coming to my head is that if we make a conscious effort, how much is available without our deserving. So it reminded me of Meena Kumari's ghazal. She's an actress, but she was also a singer. Jiska jitna aanchal tha utni saugat mili. What I feel, we both feel, what the cosmos is giving us हमारे आंचल से कहीं बड़ा है. आंचल तो बहुत लंबा हम फैला लेते, लेकिन वो कहाँ न कहीं से कितना कुछ मिल रहा है. The second thought which came to me, the angle of our Earth, 23.5, which changes from 21.1 to 24, average is 23. अगर हमारी धरती इस एंगल पर ना होती, we would have been other planets. So this is a mystery. 2-3 शब्द आपने जो लगाए उसमें से mystery, magic, what's happening without our doing it. So same way there was another astrophysicist, John Wheeler, who was impacted by the Indian thought, especially on the Upanishads. So he was on the committee for developing the nuclear atom bomb and other things. But he was also bringing the cosmic aspect to that. And he was thrown away out of some committees, but he said, I am not going to change my thought. If we are doing something, it has to be done for humanity first. So what he used word is the whole cosmos or the universe is participatory in our well-being. So we shouldn't go against that. The third thought you evoked in my head is all this abundance is available free of cost in abundance. This word is so profound. Abundance means जिसका कोई लिमिट नहीं है. It's unlimited. जितनी हमें जरूरत है उससे कहीं ज्यादा मिल रहा है. And we are not conscious of it. If we consciously be thankful that look how much we are getting, how much is available, then I think the profound thought goes there. It purifies our blood and we become more kind of grateful. So like the last lecture you are on gratitude, this is well linked with the same thing. If we keep on thinking what we heard last time, what is happening around us, I think it gives a very, very profound feeling of being alive, being human, and being on the receiving end. The next thought came to me, we should try to be on the giving end. We are always receiving. So the Upanishad also says, what have you given? So if we put this question to ourselves, and we still have a lot, we have continued receiving a lot. If we can be on the giving end, I think then our life becomes, I think, more meaningful. The perspectives are the other, Bhaiji said, the perspective you bring, they are very, very, so we feel very grateful, very obliged to listen to your profound words and the thoughts and the way you say it and how peaceful you look and sound. So Praveen is saying it reminds us as if we are listening to Krishna's pravachan. So
Thank
we
you
owe
for
our
all your kind
gratitude.
words.
Thank you very much. So
thank you. Really appreciate it. And it's very beautiful, like you said.
Yeah.
Thank you, Praveen.
We are just waiting for every Sunday. Oh, we have to.
We also wait for your presence.
Yeah.
और sponge वाला जो image आपने, Khalil Gibran also says like that. He says, be like a sponge so that you can absorb more, not like a rock, so which cannot absorb anything. So thank you very much again.
I think that's so true. So much to be grateful for, and there's so much abundance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice.
Very nice. Thank you, Saurabhaiji.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I have one question, Saurabhaiji. I saw in coming 19, so they have some session in somewhere, but I don't know when I try to register, so they are not registering that.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not
It's
sure.
Farmington, it says in Farmington or something.
Achha.
I don't know.
Yeah,
They have
I'm
a
not
contact
sure.
numbers.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Sorry.
Okay. Okay then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Saurabhai,
Hello, Krishna Bhai.
my heartfelt thanks and gratitude to you for such nice words of wisdom to explain to us and good thoughts and good vibrations. And I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Krishna Bhai. Always appreciate your presence and the energy you bring to the family. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Sister Joy.
Yes. Yes. So, as always, another beautiful seminar. Just continually just receiving the knowledge that allows me to get closer to God, Baba. And I've said this before, but the topic is, good wishes and pure thoughts. And of course, that's what you emanate, Brother Saurabh. As I was thinking about everything that was going through my mind, especially listening to Parveen, thank you so much for that cosmic perspective. And the way Brother Saurabh actually embodies that vibration that's in the cosmos that allows us to become one with it once we remove all the things that are preventing God from fully coming through us. We're led to different, and I'm learning, different, teachers with the Brahma Kumaris. And today it just really struck me, I've said and I've known that the reason why Brother Saurabh for me has made such an impact on my life is because his speciality, I'm assuming, because we haven't had a class on speciality yet, and so, but your speciality of being able to take, even you are the container, a human being container of this ocean of knowledge that God, has bestowed upon you to disseminate to each one whatever it is they need. Okay, and we hear, of course, verbally. Everything's verbally. The YouTube, we hear Sister Jayanti, we hear Sister Lawrence. What I'm beginning to see, just the very special uniqueness with as spiritual masters, and allowing God to bring through you and model, and most importantly, embody whatever that speciality is. So what I mean by that is, for Brother Saurabh, for me, the reason why what you most profound reason God brought me to you is because even though you have this wealth of knowledge, you know, that's in your intellect and sharing that with us, it is your ability that you've been able to embody this knowledge to where it goes through every single cell in your human body, but primarily goes through your heart and vibrates divine love. It's the vibration of the divine love that is healing the cells in my body.
And that's so kind of you, Sister Joy. And it's just because we're all part of this beautiful family that we can feel that divine love being contained in this cocoon of this beautiful family that the divine has created. So I thank you, Sister Joy, and each one to be this part so that we can all be sponges to absorb God's love and help each other in the spiritual growth. So we really appreciate Sister Joy. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. But I also would like to also say that in having we're so grateful, you know, that we can just click of a finger, you know, see Sister John, you know, just see anybody that we're resonating with. And what I've learning is that each one of you have your own specialities that's helping me be able to heal and become what God created my soul to be. So like, for example, Sister Lawrence, her depth of healing, you know, emotional healing, which is where I'm coming from, what I needed in this lifetime, this emotional healing. She has the depth of that and the knowledge about that. There can't be anybody on the planet that has the depth of knowledge that she has that allows her to communicate intellectually and also a safe vibration for people to share. So that to take that journey inward to try to heal whatever that sand scar is. So for her, me, intellectually, it helps. But and so all I'm saying is that within the Brahma Kumari movement, I think we are each one the speciality, and we resonate with whichever one we're needing healing from. Yeah, and they're also very unique. Om Shanti.
Thank you. That's so true. It's like just an act of appreciating everyone's speciality gives so much fulfillment and warmth to our heart. Thank you, Sister Joy, for bringing that energy in the gathering. Thank you. Any other thoughts?
Saurabai, that's Kanwal here.
Hello, Kanwal. Shanti.
So, Om Shanti. It's another very beautiful session. Congratulations on this. You know, this is very thought-provoking again. And the links that you provide through your presentation, you know, does make things very, very clear. And just want to add one thing that, okay, when we have a soak in like sponge, it's like if we can extend this to a physical thing that, okay, you know, in the soil, if there is a water or there is a fully saturated, it can withstand a lot of pressure, a lot of load, just like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So it's like, so when we are soaked in God's love and we secrete all the energy from him, and it makes us very strong, yet stronger, and we should be able to withstand all the external pressures and become being, apart from being full, we should also be very resilient, in life. So that's the message. And the simile between the vaccine and goodness is really nice. That was very good, thoughtful. Thank you very much for, again, a very beautiful session. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Kamal Bhai. Beautiful. It's like the soil absorbing water, and then it is able to be to hold this entire growth of the plant. Thank you.
Om Shanti, brother.
Om Shanti, Saroj Bhai.
Yeah, beautiful meditation, very peaceful. After that, we don't feel like talking, but I 100% agree with Sister Joy. She totally explained you very well, and we all feel same way about you, the way she feels. And we are so fortunate and grateful to you for this class you provide every Sunday, and which is like thought-provoking. And today I learned very nicely. You taught that wish is coming from hunger of mind, and good wishes coming from fullness of heart. So that is very nice, very nice. Wishes are for self and good wishes are for other people. Until you are full from heart, you cannot create good wishes. And until you connect with Supreme Power, you cannot be full. So that link is very beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Beautifully explained, Saroj Bhai. Thank you.
Om Shanti, Saurabhai.
Om Shanti, Virendra Bhai. How are you?
Very good. Saurabhai. Today's session was really great. And as always, you had been putting a lot of efforts in all these things. तो मुझे कुछ ये कहना है कि आप जैसे स्पिरिचुअलिटी को और बाकी बीके की चीज़ों को आप सामने लाते हो, तो मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि आप रियली ट्रूली बाबा के एक एंजल हो, और बाबा ने आपको ये ड्यूटी इसीलिए दी है, एंड यू आर द स्पेशल चाइल्ड ऑफ ए बाबा। और इस चीज़ में कोई शक नहीं है कि आपकी स्पिरिचुअलिटी, सिंप्लिसिटी, एम्पैथी, ह्यूमिलिटी, एवरीथिंग वी कैन सी ऑन योर फेस। और इस चीज़ के लिए मुझे 2 लाइनें किसी शायर ने जो कही हैं, मैं वो आपके लिए कहना चाहता हूँ। वो हैं, 14वीं का चांद हो या आफताब हो, जो भी हो तुम खुदा की कसम लाजवाब हो। सौरभ भाई,
Thank you so much for your blessings and all your good wishes.
और मैं अपने मन से ये सब चीजें बोल रहा हूँ कि आप जितना बीके परिवार के लिए, खाली बीके परिवार के लिए नहीं, बाकी भी लोगों को, ह्यूमैनिटी को जिस तरीके से जोड़ रहे हो, ये बाबा की आपके ऊपर अपार कृपा है। और इसलिए मैं फिर आखिर में इसी चीज को कहूँगा कि जो भी हो तुम बाबा की कसम लाजवाब हो, लाजवाब हो, लाजवाब हो। कोई जवाब नहीं।
Thank you, Virendra Bhai. One day we'll listen to this song from you.
I was going to say that, Saurabh Bhai, that he can sing the song also for you.
Yeah.
Very nice, beautiful.
Virendra Bhai, Saurabh Bhai, शायरी के मूड में है।
It's like he's overflowing with goodness.
Yes. Still say.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Virendra.
Wonderful session as usual. We look forward to this session every Sunday, and trying to be full, with, the heart being full and being a sponge, spreading good wishes to all. Wish for self, good wishes for all. Thank you so much for connecting.
और सौरभ भाई, दूसरा मैं ये भी कहना चाहता हूँ कि सिमरन भाई भी बहुत एफर्ट्स करते हैं, जैसे कि वो आप है तो सब आपकी एफर्ट्स हैं, उसके लिए आप अपना टाइम निकालते हैं, सारा प्रोग्राम बनाते हैं, लेकिन स्टिल अभी आज भी सिमरन भाई के जो बहुत ही करीबी दोस्त पुनीत मेहता हैं, उन्होंने भी शायद आज ज्वाइन किया है। ही इज आल्सो ए वंडरफुल पर्सन। So I thank him and welcome him to the family as well. Thank you. Om Shanti Sarva.
Thank you. Thank you, Virender Bhai. Yeah.
And thank you again for such a beautiful family. Thanks to Baba for sending you to Indianapolis and creating such a beautiful family. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate. Thank you, Sipran Bhai, and all the family for
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
your continued love, presence, support.
Thank you.
Just being together, especially in these times, it's so comforting. It's I just truly feel blessed. I can't thank each one of you to have taken your time and just be here so that we can all learn and grow together.
Yeah, and Zoom has been a blessing, Saurabh bhai. So you can, we can spread your goodness everywhere now across the globe, and it's been such a wonderful tool to use in these times. So thank you to Baba for having all the technology available for us. Yeah. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you. Any other thoughts? And thanks to all the angels. I've shared beautiful thoughts in the message, in the chat. Very nice. Thank you. Anyone else would like to share?
Om Shanti, Rabbi.
Yes, is it Naresh Bhai? Feel free to share. Yeah.
It was a very good, and it is just reminding us of the thing that unless we're having pure feelings, your heart, zero desires, and no vices, and if we are satisfied what we have, then we can give good wishes to everyone. And not everyone was to the point of the nature, elements of nature, for all the plants, animals, every creature. Then in return, we will also get good wishes from them. And our life will be very good. And we will live happily, peacefully, without any problem. For this, we have to be without any desires. We should be satisfied, contented. This is just a reminder to we all. Thank you. Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you, everyone. It's really good.
Thank you. Beautiful. Appreciate. Thank you very nice.
Om Shanti Saurabhai.
Om
It is
Shanti,
very nice.
Sheila Mataji. So good
Yeah,
to
it's
hear
very,
you.
it's very nice, a wonderful class. So then I learned so many things, but I don't know how to express it. But
You're
even
already an
then-
embodiment.
So when there is no desire only, we can, that means we have full. So that is why then we can give the good wishes to others. Yeah, I learned. So then we should not have any wish, desire at all. So then I learned from this. Okay, thank you for your nice session and then good class. Okay, I don't know how to express it. Okay.
Oh, thank you,
Baba.
Mataji.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you. Thank you, Baba. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Very nice. Anyone else would like to share? Good to have you, Manisha ji. Welcome to the session. Yeah. Maybe we can hear from Rekha Ben, Sandhya Ben, Pushika Ben, Suparna Ben, Bindu Ben. Any final thoughts anyone would like to add?
Om Shanti, brother.
Om Shanti.
Thank you very much, brother, for all the beautiful lessons. I always look forward to it. Very, very good explanation. Very, very heart-touching explanation. Thank you for making it so easy to understand the concepts. Thanks a lot. Shanti brother.
Thank you, Om Shanti. Appreciate Suparnabai. Thank you.
Saurabhji, this is Manisha. So thank you
Hello,
so
Manisha.
much for another wonderful session. And I'm also very, very grateful to you.
Oh,
Thank you so much for conducting these sessions. Very, very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you, Manisha Ben. Thank you. Appreciate.
Om Shanti Saurabhai.
Om Shanti Rekha Ben.
Thank you very much. Another beautiful session. So when you're full, you have good wishes coming out of you naturally. So point is to be full all the time. Be with Baba and you'll be full automatically. And I like when you shared the clip, said generosity is expressing love. So when you're so generous, that's kind of expressing your love for everything. And then zero desires is good wishes equals good wishes is beautiful. So overall, everything you say is always beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Yeah, no, it's really, as you said, zero desires. Effort is just to be full, and everything else is just naturally, it's a flow that happens.
Yeah, you don't have to think much about giving wishes. It just comes out naturally because you yourself are full. You don't need anything from outside.
Yeah,
so
beautiful.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the time you give us every week.
No, it's my sustenance.
Every day, actually.
No, that's just from, I get so much more just by being in all your presence. So thank you.
The time and the effort. I mean, I can see how much effort Saurabhai puts, for these classes every day and Sunday in particularly.
Yeah,
He's
and
full,
the
so
quality.
he's so full he doesn't have to make any effort. It's just there for him.
Yeah, and the quality of the presentations also is amazing. I mean, it's like consulting level presentations.
Yeah,
it's so amazing. Thank you, Saurabhai.
Thank you.
And right, like Reka said, there's no effort. When I was meeting with Brother Saurabh one time, I asked him, I said, how long does it take you to put these together? You know what he said? He said 5 minutes.
Yeah. Baba's helping him just put that together right away.
Because he's so full. He just flows out from him. Just flowing.
No, thank you. I mean, it's more than 5 minutes, but
no, it's amazing, Saurabhai, because Karanbhai also told me, he said like the quality of the presentation is just amazing. I said, yeah, it's like consulting quality, as if you are sitting with KPMG auditors, and that's the quality of presentation. Thank you, Saurabhai.
What is that, KC? What is that?
No, KPMG consulting. I mean, like consulting companies, how they have, really fine slides. So it comes across so beautifully, like, the message is so beautifully delivered and the quality of the presentation. Thank you, Saurabhai.
Thank you. Thank you. But as you said, it's all the divine and just all his inspirations, basically.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But that shows the respect you have for us and the care you have for us.
No, because I get to learn so much every week, every day.
You don't know what you are giving to all of us. We are so grateful. And through your presentation, you show how much respect you have for all of us because you are spending so much time.
Yeah, one thing that I just want to add about Saurabhai, one thing that I've noticed also is among all his other infinite virtues is how much like he puts attention to every small little thing, whether it's packing a toli or making a slide or anything. It's like Baba's work and it has to be the most perfect. So I've seen that in all aspects of how he conducts, his living. So it's beautiful.
It's true. And the other thing is, I want to add is that he makes it so simple that even if it's so hard, you still understand it.
Yeah.
So he simplifies everything, so you
True.
understand it.
Yeah, even the way he breaks down the Murli, sometimes when I read,
Yes, especially Sunday Murlis are broken down beautifully.
beautifully.
That's what I've been telling my friends, from India, that whoever wants to benefit, I mean, it's one thing to attend BK, it's another thing to attend BK with Saurabh bhai. So,
No, thank you for all your kind wishes and
Om
blessings.
Shanti Saurabh bhai. Yeah, that's
Oh, Jatin bhai. Jatin bhai.
I reiterate what Simran bhai, Rekha Ben says. So
yeah, we are very, very
very
fortunate.
good, grateful. Yeah.
Very fortunate to have him.
Yes,
Every
It's my
Sunday.
fortune.
Every Sunday session is a new session for us. Yeah.
And Saurabh bhai, Papa can sing that song next time for you.
we can all sing for each other and certify.
Yes.
But
yeah, very nice.
But it was coming from Dil se,
Bilkul. Nahi, I appreciate, definitely. It's one of my favorite songs.
ओम शांति मेरा सिर्फ ये मतलब नहीं है कि 14वीं का चांद जो वो चांद मैंने उसकी सिमली इसलिए दी है कि आपका रूहानी चेहरा जो है वो रियली चांद जैसा शांत है और आप मैंने आपको इसलिए मतलब बोला है क्योंकि आप में वो एनर्जी है, वो जो टॉर्च जो आप सारे बीके परिवार को दिखा रहे हैं वो आप में इतनी जबरदस्त टॉर्च है जिससे सारे लोग आप उस चीज का फायदा उठा रहे हैं वो और दूसरी वो टॉर्च जो है वो एक ऑर्डिनरी टॉर्च नहीं है, मैं आपकी उस टॉर्च से कंपेयर करता हूँ जब कभी फायर ब्रिगेड वाले माइल्स एंड माइल्स तक उसकी रोशनी देख सकते हैं और देखते हैं कि क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा। इसी तरीके से आप उसी टॉर्च को रिफ्लेक्ट करते हो जिससे सारे बीके परिवार और दूसरे परिवार जो आप जोड़ रहे हो उसके लिए मैं आपके लिए बहुत ही तहे दिल से सराहना करता हूँ। थैंक यू। ओम शांति।
Thank you for all your blessings. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Om Shanti, Saurabh.
Om Shanti, Poshika bhai.
I really, from my heart, I agree with every one of it. What they say, you are really like in Chandrama ki Santi Saman hai, we never see any stress on your face. And we always talk like when we do Guspus, we always say, Saurabh, never complains about his work. We always complain about work and everything. We never heard from your mouth that, I have a tension or I didn't work or, didn't work with some colleague or anything. So you've been really a sant person, that's why like all my relatives and our friend, when they met you during, one time or whatever, but everybody has the impression that Saurabh is really Sant, Swarup, Atma hai, that's where they say. So I really agree on everything and really, good wishes and goodness, everything we see from your face and we all are learning. So you are really, admiring person, Atma for us. So thank you. Om Shanti.
Thank you so much, Poshika Ben, for your kind words.
जैसे बाबा कहते हैं ना, to be embodiment of virtues, Saurabh bhai is setting that example.
Yeah, I'm just trying, but I'm learning so much that I feel so grateful, really, to Baba and all of you to have this support of the family, divine family. We're all, yeah, Ji Naresh bhai.
It is our good luck and our fortune that Saurabh bhai is part of our family, and we are getting benefited by his works, by his services, and we are also getting opportunity to serve the family at Indianapolis. And we are thankful to, and we are lucky to have a family like Indianapolis family. All the members of Indianapolis family, we have no words to express my gratitude and thanks. Really thankful for Almighty and Baba to give Saurabh Bhai and all the Indianapolis family in our life. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. And we thank the Divine for sending us you angels with us.
Yeah. Thank you, Naresh Bhai. Yeah, thank you so much for everything that you are also doing when you come here, and almost doing everything silently and invisible. You never want attention, and it's always something in the background you're helping with all the yagya. So it's quite amazing. Mummy and I always talk about it, like how much work you are doing, and Rajesh Ben always spreading Baba's message everywhere. So we are very fortunate to know you angels and get your support in Indianapolis. Thank you.
Thank you, Simran Bhai, for your love.
Yes,
And
thank you for sharing Saurabh with us.
yeah. Thank you for taking the decision to send Saurabh Bhai to US.
Om Shanti Saurabh. Whenever you open your mouth, no, or whenever we see your mouth, I mean face, that means we are getting the good wishes of the vibrations from you. So I feel that one only. Okay, thanks. Thanks,
Thank
Baba.
you, Mataji. And your innocence and purity is reflected, when you share in the mornings also, when you share the points of Murli. We really feel that sacredness that comes in your voice because you have that love, Baba.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, sir. Bye. Om Shanti.
No, it's just how can we thank Baba? Just Baba's energy, Baba's love, sustenance, everything. Let us have a few blessings. Just a second. This is blessing from Baba for Nita Ben. Through meditation and spiritual understanding, you emerge your original strength and virtues. You are a source of empowerment.
Thank you so much, Saurabh Bhai.
Thank you. Virender Bhai, you constantly progress in life because you see every situation as an opportunity to learn and grow. Thank you, Virender Bhai. Krishna Bhai, thank you. Krishna Bhai, your personality reflects purity, your character reflects royalty, and your face reflects inner beauty.
Thank you very much, Saurabh Bhai.
Thank you, Krishna Bhai.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Krishna Bhai. Simran Bhai, through your face filled with happiness and divine virtues, you give happiness to many. Thank you, Simran.
Thank you, Saurabh Bhai. Thank you.
True.
Yes. Yeah. Sister Joy, you always keep self-respect in your awareness and hold others in high honor.
Thank
Very
you,
nice.
Brother Sarah.
Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you, Sister Joy.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Saroj Pen, you fulfill your responsibilities by remaining light and easy.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. And Kamal Bhai, you respect every person with the understanding that each one is unique and has amazing qualities.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Thank you. Shanti. Poshika Ben, you see everyone's specialities and goodness. You color the world with the beauty of your positive vision.
Thank you.
Thank you. Subhash Bhai, your eyes shine the sparkle of light and might of your pure heart.
Thank you, Saurabh Bhai. Om Shanti.
Shanti. Sheila Mataji, you illuminate the path to success through the light of your inner contentment.
Thank you, Sarabhai.
Triptatma.
Okay.
Thank you. भाईजी भी हैं? राधे कृष्ण भाईजी.
Krishna, yes. Yes,
उनके लिए है, you shine the light of courage. Okay. You have the courage to be honest with yourself and keep your intentions pure.
Okay, thank you.
Rekha Ben, your true beauty is the light of virtues that shines through your smile and every action. Your inner beauty is incomparable.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Rekha Ben. And this is for Vartesh Bhai. You fill every thought with determination, every step with courage, and every word with love.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you. And our little Adi, you have bid farewell to all the waste thoughts with determination. Your victory is always guaranteed. Victorious soul.
Thank you.
And Sandhya Ben, your ability to embrace change equips you to spread joy and enjoy your inner beauty.
Thank you so much, Saurabh.
Thank you. Thank you, Sandhya. And Jatin Bhai, you move through life with such determination, courage, and faith that success must race to keep up with you.
Thank you, Saurabh Bhai.
Thank you. Suparna Ben, by self-introspection and contemplation, you make yourself positive and powerful.
Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Om Shanti.
Naresh Bhai, you see the highest potential in everyone and inspire them to be their best. It's so true. Thank you. And Rajesh Ben, in the midst of uncertainty, the determination in your thoughts becomes the guiding light of success in front of you and others.
हिंदी में बोलूं?
हाँ जी. इसमें कहते हैं कि अनसर्टेनिटी के बीच में जो आपके संकल्पों की दृढ़ता है, तो उससे आप सफलता के गाइडिंग लाइट, रोशनी अपने लिए और सबके लिए बन जाते हैं. Thank you.
Thank you, Saurabh Bhai.
Thank you. Thank you. Very nice. Excellent. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, family. Have a great.
Forgot yourself.
It's going to see this.
Sure. One says you have a generous heart. You see the strength of every soul you meet.
Yeah, very
Very
true.
nice and very true.
Nice. So true.
Great. So happy winter. Winter, I think, is almost here. Snow is also coming, I believe, right? So.
Thank you, Brother Saurabh.
Thank
Have a good
you.
rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, family.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Om Shanti. Have a great day.
Thank you. Same to you.
Om Shanti. Have a nice
Om
day.
Shanti.
Om Shanti, all of you.
Om Shanti. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Saurabh Bhai.
काम पता नहीं चला, काम बहुत हो गया.